Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellow Jackets because the game starts now.
Well, welcome live into the Hive. My name is Lance Rock. I'm joined by Leighton Rock. Yes, we are related. We'll tell you that right away in case we get into a wrestling match ourselves up here. No, just kidding. Glad to have you along, Leighton. Semifinal action, Section 8 AA. Does not get any better than this. Leighton, you've wrestled in many of them. Nerves are flowing, I would imagine. It doesn't get better as the crowd's packing in. Your chance to get to the finals, your chance to punch a ticket to the XL Energy Center. All is happening here in about 10 minutes. What's going through wrestlers' minds right now?
Yeah, and I look at the lineups, and it's just a lot of young guys. And I was fortunate enough to wrestle in a couple of these as one of those young guys. And this is what you're waiting 3 months for. Wrestling is a tough, grueling sport. It's a long season, and it all kind of whittles down to this. So going to be a really, really fun one. Both squads are always ready to go. It's preparation from the coaching staff, the kids. I was just talking to somebody in the hallway coming up here, and you say Thief River, they're always going to come out fighting. People say that about Perham too, so going to be a fun one for sure.
Well, I think it's one of the battles that we've been number 1 Perham, number 4 Thief, but we've had this one circled. Thief always rises. It just seems like they have always saved their best for the Yellow Jackets. That being said, I think the Yellow Jackets, they haven't shown us their best yet, and I think when you have that in your back pocket, there's a lot of fun that can happen here. As we look at the section brackets right now live, as you're looking at them, we couldn't update them. We apologize, but if you can visualize the Perham Yellow Jackets, fresh off a win off United Clay Becker, handily, good warm-up to them, lots of good matches inside there, the match within the match. We're now in that semifinals where Thief River Falls just knocked off DL. That 4-5 matchup, always a good one. Boy, you've got to come in feeling fired up if you're Thief River after not knocking off the number 5 seed Lakers.
Oh, yeah. It's momentum. Life's all about momentum. Same thing here. You're rolling. We get pushing through. Thief River's going to come out hot. I would expect it from your 107-pounder all the way through the heavyweight. They're going to come out swinging.
And on the other side, you're fresh over from the Prairie Wind Middle School gym. DGF comes through, and so does Minnewaska. So what we've been waiting for, we have chalk right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the semifinal matches. This is going to be a good one. I can't wait. We're going to bring it to you live here on 549 Media Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
At KLN Family Brands, culture isn't just something we talk about, it's who we are. Since 1964, teamwork, innovation, and care have guided us in everything we do, from our facilities to the communities that we serve. We believe the world is better when we care for others. Here, you're not just part of a team, you're part of a family. KLN Family Brands. We challenge, we grow, we inspire.
KLN Family Brands.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, you want someone local and experienced. EOT Insurance Agency has been serving the community for over 40 years, insuring home, auto, farms, businesses, and all your recreational toys. As an independent agency, we don't work for just one company, we work for you. EOT Insurance Agency, local, experienced, and always on your side.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Well, welcome back live into the Hive, Section 8 AA Wrestling. Lance Rock, Leighton Rock bringing you the coverage. The flip of the coin might have been huge. I didn't see who won it. I missed that as we went through. We talked about as we went down the line, sometimes not being able to make a move is bigger than you would think, and a lot of times when these matches are so tight, Leighton, it might go down to who can set up the matchups in their favor.
Yeah, and it can totally change. I look at my sheet here, and you see it's a 41-23 victory early this season. Perham besting Thief River Falls, but you talk about the flip of a coin, that could change everything today.
Well, and that was early, and both teams are definitely different now than they were then, but it's what you kind of can go on. Yellow Jackets, both teams now, when you expand this out to 20 wrestlers, it allows you a little chance to fluctuate and maybe try to set your lineup the way you want it to do. Two great coaches here, and Coach Kenny Geiser for the Prowlers and Coach Dave Vetch, and both of their staffs long vested in here as we get rolling. This is going to be a super fun matchup, and I think it's going to start at 107 pounds. And at 107 pounds, brought to you by Perham Health United Community Bank, we have Jackson Pazdernick, 8th grader, against Caden Nelson, a freshman, 29-6, and he's going right to work.
Yeah, quick takedown right off the whistle there. Like I said, if you're Thief River, you're coming in, you're going to try to set this tone early. Coming off a big win over DL just 20 minutes ago. Let's come out firing. Let's set the tone. And if you're Perham, you just kind of got to whittle that down, wrestle your match.
Well, Pazdernick, usually wrestling 114 for the Yellow Jackets, weighing in at 107, has had a knack of getting out of some nasty situations. Heart of the Lakes down 14-0, came back to win it 16-14. So he knows, but this is a different story here. And Caden Nelson, a 30-match winner this year, up 3-0, 1 minute to go in the first period. We're looking for maybe some back points. Off the mat they go. You know it's getting big. 2 officials on the mat.
that's your key.
That's
how
my
you know.
key.
That's the one.
The big match key of the game right there. If you're looking, two officials, that trail official, a lot of times just those eyes and ears. Again, looking for that arm bar is Nelson. Flattens out Pazdernick again. A lot of arm bars today on my side of the matches.
Yeah, and there's a nice bar tilt series there. Just kind of gets that cheap tilt underneath and gets his count. And we're going to get a reset here.
So we have blood timeout. We have a 4, excuse me, that's what I thought. So 7-0 lead for Caden Nelson as we head into this blood timeout. We'll step away. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Perham Health blood time out there. All cleaned up. Back into that arm bar. Here we go.
Yeah, Nelson driving in deep, and we got a quick count here again. Looks like he got 2 off there. Pazernik all the way through. Great little flurry right there. That's awesome.
So no back points, I believe, to that escape. 9-2 they have as the score. Again, 2 seconds remaining. That's what I told you about Pazernik. Don't sleep on him. He just has that ability to sneak out of there. Caden Nelson's option, he defers, looking over to the bench. Coaches, Coach Vetch and his staff look at each other. Down position. Tough call right here. Nelson's done some really good things, but Pazernik showed the ability to get out at the end there.
Yeah, try to just develop another flurry here. Honestly, for Pazernik, all you got to be focusing on right now is you got to knee slide up, you got to build a good base, and let's get out of here. The longer you stay down there, the harder it is for you to get out. So he's doing a great job just kind of clearing those hands. Oh, and a nice Thief River catch cradle right there. But Pazernik doing, again, just hand fighting really well out there.
And I think you called it, Leighton. What I've appreciated most about Jackson Pazernik is those active hands. They never go to sleep on him. He just continues to battle, continue to work. You're going to see him come out of here or at least give himself a great shot to.
Yeah. And Nelson in on a nice bar there. It's kind of it's one thing that you're really seeing is just flowing from one thing to the next for this freshman. Super confident and definitely rolling.
1 minute remaining on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard right now. 9-2 is your score in favor of Caden Nelson. Again, a 30-match winner. Jackson Pazernik comes in again trying to fend off. And it's been a long, hard ride here. We'll see if he can get out. Pazernik took the down position. Let's see if he can get that point at least out of here. 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, Pazernik doing a good job. He's posting that arm out. He is staying active down there. And here comes that cheap tilt again. Oh, Pazernik. You're right, fireworks here.
Slippery. I told you he's just slippery. And again, doing a nice job, but it looks like it's possibly going to be a ride out for Caden Nelson here. And again, that's tough when you get ridden out the whole period to come back, but he's done a nice job. Look at Pazernik here again, using head for tripod position. Pazernik's teammates urging him on again, not giving up points. Hasn't gotten even to the major situation here. Down position for Caden Nelson.
Yeah, if you're Nelson, that's obviously what you're looking for. And for Pazernik, it's got to fight here through this final period.
And I think the discussion is, I thought it was 9-1, but it says 9-2. So we have kind of conflicting. I think they came out to talk. A quick stand up there by Nelson. Good job by Pazernik just following him.
And there's a bar. He's going to kind of try to peek out there as Nelson. You got to really work that elbow tip. And there we go. There's got to be a count.
Boy, he wraps around. If he can get that, there he does, turn into him. This would be huge. Nelson just shows, boy, that's toughness. 4
count there. And we are right back in it.
So now it is 9-6, 122 remaining. Again, Pazernik just showing this ability at 107 pounds. Boy, this would light the candle for the Yellow Jackets if this would be a huge upset coming through there. But I said at the beginning, don't count Pazernik out. He has wrestled really well here towards the end of the season.
Got about a minute remaining here.
Hop nice over the top. Over. Yep.
Pazernik almost Grammied himself.
Again, Nelson should have the position. He's getting the reversal. Now he's got him in trouble.
Now we're in trouble here.
Again, Pazernik just holding his own, but that's a lot of pressure on that shoulder. He's going to get his 4, reversal 2. He's going to get his 4. that's going to get the major. He's just got to stay out of this and not get pinned right here, Leighton.
25 seconds here. It's a big fight. You can see him sinking in.
A lot of pressure. We're under 15 seconds right now on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Again, elevation here. Pasternak putting in the ultimate fight right here. Nelson putting ultimate pressure. 5. Looks like he might hold out.
That's a huge fight. Great work. And you see the cheer from Pasternak. I love that. You're fighting for something bigger right now.
Major decision win, 15-9 by Caden Nelson. Puts 4 on the scoreboard for Thief River Falls Prowlers. I think they were looking for more. So again, great job by Pasternak. We talked about how well he's been wrestling through this. Both, we're going to head into 114 pounds. KLN Family Brands, EOT Insurance, bringing you the 114-pound match.
Looks like we got Connor Jensen for Thief River with a quick takedown there. Kind of driving him off the mat.
So Halo Roth's going to bump up for the Yellow Jackets from 107 to 114. He's going to make his transition here trying to get out, and he does get the escape, but a quick 3-1 win, or 3-1 lead for Connor Jensen. He's an 8th grader as well, so 8th grader versus 8th grader. You talked about youth. Here it is on display.
Yeah, and he's still in there, kind of weathering the storm. Jensen came in very hot. Nice shot right off the whistle. Got a quick takedown, kind of cheap points there. But Halo Roth battling back right now and in a good position.
Yeah, up 6-3 after that flurry. Minute 25 on your score clock. And again, it's filling up in here. It's getting loud. You can feel the intensity. You can see what this means by both. Man, both clubs are both up on their feet on every move by these young wrestlers. And here we go again, a little bit of a shot. Look out for the headlock.
Kind of driving. He cannot circle back. He's kind of got to kick his legs out there. And there's 3 more. Nicely done by the 8th grader.
Well, Halo Roth did one thing there late, and he stayed patient. He didn't panic. If he would have panicked, I think he would have given opportunity for Jensen. Jensen, you got to look out for it. I don't think it matters what the score is right now. Either one of these young men could take the victory.
Yeah, Roth rocking back that cradle. Got to get that bottom knee in.
25 seconds remain on your clock, and you just, both guys are so slippery and right back in, but they're just going to give the one escape. I thought they were going to give the 2 on the reshot. No go. So we're at 13-5 in favor of Halo Roth. I don't think any lead's safe as we got 20 seconds left in the first period.
Seen 2 headlock attempts already. I'm having a feeling that we're going to get a 3rd here. Never out of it. This is good head and hands defense by Halo Roth. Quick snap under there as just winding down this period. Keep stalking forward, keep moving.
Yeah, end of the period again brought to you by KLN Family Brands and EOT Insurance, this 114-pound match. Leighton, where Halo's gotten in trouble this year, has been a little too aggressive, and that's what worries me with that headlock. You charge in, all of a sudden it's going to fly, so you know Coach Vetch and his staff have warned him about not being overly aggressive right here and get yourself in those bad spots.
Yeah, the one thing I'd be looking for if I'm him right now, you just need one solid shot. One solid shot, something clean. Try to stay away maybe from those tie-ups. He's pushing in pretty hard, which is good. I like to see his feet moving forward, but one clean shot here into a solid takedown.
Again, I didn't see choice. I know both wrestlers up. Again, it seems like Jensen's shots, Leighton, are from distance. Roth doing a nice job, and I would imagine Jensen thinks with his length he can get there, but Roth doing a nice job.
Working the edge of the mat right now, too. Kind of circling in. That's one other thing for a young guy. It's mat awareness is a huge deal. Where are you at right now? You know he's got the big move. He might be looking for it. Where are we at on the mat? Right now we're in the dead center. Might want to start working towards the edge, circle in. In on a shot again.
Again, both wrestlers off the mat. 42.7 seconds remaining here. I think Coach Geiser's kind of urging on Jensen, you got to get aggressive. You can't be the one kind of hanging out there, and Roth's going to take advantage of that. A shot from distance leads to a takedown, I believe, for Roth. Not quite yet, but he should be almost in there. Got to get that leg free.
Should be three.
There it is. So 16-5 into a cradle, rolls all the way through.
And you got to be careful here. Jensen's might pop out that backside.
If that's 4, that's going to tech fall for Halo Roth. So big win by Halo Roth, the 8th grader, puts the Perham Yellow Jackets on the board. Makes a 5-4 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We're going to head into the 121-pound match, brought to you by Nias Family Sales, Lakes Ace Hardware. All right, we're heading into 121 here. Weston Strawberry on the mat. Again, both of these guys heading right off to the side. We have Lincoln Davis, I believe, for the Thief River Falls Prowlers, 32-5, probably more after the last 2 wins. Junior, again, one of those matches I think you would look in the book going Thief River's favored. Don't count out Weston Strawberry, as he is an active wrestler, and you're seeing it right now.
Yeah, it looks like Lincoln Davis ranked 10 in the state. And anything can happen in this postseason. As you saw, Strawberry just nice little ankle pick on there. Just couldn't fully commit to it, but get to your shots and take down anybody. And
you can see where Davis can cause some troubles for wrestlers, just his sheer length at 121 pounds. Again, the record shows it in the 30s in the wins, probably at this point 34-5, somewhere in there. Again, this is a big match for the Yellow Jackets. I think they limited bonus points early, Leighton, and they probably want to do it again, or if not, win here.
Yep. Bonus points are the big deal in matches like these. It's typically, if you look at it at a macro level, it's always going to come down to bonus points. So limit yours and go take as many as you can. And
I think it's that I agree with you wholeheartedly. I also think win the ones you're supposed to win, and build up your own bonus points and be the aggressor on the mat. And so far, I've liked that out of the Yellow Jackets. I think they have wrestled really aggressive, and you're seeing it here again. Every shot attack is met with that front headlock, and it's not just one just to get out of harm's way. They're looking to use it to their advantage. Under 10 seconds here on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Again, after this one is completed, we will wrap everything up in your KLN post-match wrap-up. And then we'll get ready for the finale tonight with the Section 8 AA Finals. And it's just fun to watch everybody file in here as we get rolling. Just a fun night of wrestling. Honored to be a part of it here on 549 Media. Nice mat return there by Davis, keeping Strawberry on his, but doing a nice job not getting flattened out late and then not allowing Davis to maybe do some of the things that he's used to.
Yeah, Strawberry, again, fighting hands. He's knee sliding up. Obviously, Davis is looking for that cradle. but doing a great job defending it. He knows it's coming. Wrestling super smart. But you want to capitalize and get some points going here. Got a fresh reset. Best way to defend that cradle is you got to explode up right away. Don't even give them a chance to lock it up.
The mat to our left in the other semifinals, DGF up early 5-3 over Minnewaska. They're at the 121-pound match as well, so we're right on cue. Both of these matches going simultaneously. A lot of great wrestling happening right now.
Now looking for that ball and chain tilt on top, and Strawberry breaks the lock again.
Just under 50 seconds now remaining in period number 2. 0-0 locked up again. Yellow Jackets doing a good job. Coach Kenny Geiser, I think, trying to get Lincoln Davis's attention to maybe cut him and get into the takedown game. But now it's been so long, Leighton, there's got to be a point where now you got to just keep riding, try to ride this out and stay and try to get your back points.
Yeah, I think it's that ship has kind of sailed here. So if you're Davis, you're just looking for this ride out. Strawberry, if you can steal one right here, that would be big in a match like this. A point is definitely going to be the difference.
Yeah, what a great job, and you're probably thinking, man, he got rode out the whole period. I really think that, honestly, Lincoln Davis thought he was going to get back points. Weston Strawberry just said, no, I'm going to hold my ground. Now it's anybody's match, because we've seen it. A really good wrestler who gets frustrated now attacks from a long distance, and all of a sudden you get your shot at a takedown.
Nice deep waist by Strawberry. Fended off that initial roll, just trying to create some movement. Really, this is what watching the Alexandria duel early this morning too. I'm loving these young guys on the top position, driving with their toes. All their weight is pushed forward. That's how you're going to keep them down. That's deep waist, just a good tough ride.
Well, and I think everybody loves the spectacular. They love the flair. What wins you championships is if your ability to ride and ride out. And here we see Davis finally to his feet, turns in, but he's holding the toe in.
Yep.
So reversal, 3. I'm trying to figure out. I know.
I think they're trying to figure it out.
I think so too. I think they were making sure that foot was in. I know they gave the reversal, and I thought 3.
Yep.
So how quickly that tide turns from 0-0. But they got to have the reversal too, so it should be 5. Okay, I think they're working things out. It should be 5-0 right now. On the scoreboard, there's a minute remaining. I don't know where the 1 came in.
I don't know if they're requesting to cut him.
I think they're all figuring that out. Coach Geiser's coming out to talk, and there it is. They got it all cleaned up. Cooler heads prevail. 5-0 we go, but wow, what a turnaround on what was really a tight match and still is, and now 6-0. Well, we'll let it ride out here for a second and see what happens. Under a minute remains. Coach Geiser's looking to have Davis cut. I think they're looking for bonus points here, and he's frustrated with his wrestler not giving it up, but he's got this tilt in.
Still working that ball and chain tilt. Now you got 30. You got to go score. Again, Strawberry, move forward. If he's moving forward, I like this. Digging an underhook. Kind of work the edge of the mat. Again, mat awareness. But if you're Davis, you got to get going now. You got to break this up. Maybe get a reset here. Get to the middle of the mat.
So I went out to look at the scoring. Technical violation on the clasp, I believe, gave that 6th point to, now you're looking takedown in the last 12 seconds would give the major. Nice job by Strawberry just meeting.
This is great, just wrist control here, head down defense, and avoid the major.
So again, I would say that's one of those that you might look and go, that's a win for the Yellow Jackets, even though it's a loss. And that match within a match right now is just crazy. Thief River Falls takes a 7-5 lead on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We're going to head into 127 pounds, and it's loud in here right now. We have Dresden Wegscheid coming out. He's on a quick double leg right here. I'll get them off the screen so you can see it better. And we have Thomas Eidsmo, 16-10 coming into today, a sophomore. Quick 3-1 lead here for Dresden Wegscheid, and you can see the senior in Wegscheid. It amps up that want to, and he's come out and really wrestled well here lately.
Yeah, in on a couple shots there. Obviously the big attempt. I like the way he's working inside and out. Just needs to drop that elbow down there. If he can cut the corner, he'll score or get into that waterfall position. But unfortunately a stalemate into what could have been a scoring position there for Wegscheid.
Well, and if we're honest with each other, I think Thief River's in the spot the Yellow Jackets were in the last match. They're hoping Eidsmo can hold this to less bonus points, be able to fend that off. And we talked about how important bonus points are going to be tonight. And we have a technical violation again. This time it's going to be on Eidsmo, I believe, and it is. So a point again to Dresden Wegscheid, makes it 4-1 right now. All of this leading up to the nightcap here.
Sinking in the deep half there.
15 seconds remain on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Wegscheid up 7-1 here, looking to lock up a cradle. Tight timing for the cradle. Eidsmo comes back. Tough to give up those points there right at the end. 7-3. We'll head into period number 2. Green's choice. Defer. Eidsmo, I guess, would take down, but we'll see. He does do that. So 7-3 in favor of Wegscheid. Eidsmo takes down 127-pound match, brought to you by Hanson's Plumbing and Heating in Marco.
Yeah, tough to give up those cheap points kind of at the end there. Talking mat awareness, just kind of knowing where you're at, knowing your situation, and getting out of there. But the great part about wrestling is now if you're Wegscheid, just go score more. And there he is, right on the attack. Got to clear his head out of there. Eidsmo working really tough.
And again, it's what you love about wrestling. You can be in control, and all of a sudden something wacky happens, and you start to doubt a little bit. 7-4 is the score here. Again, Eidsmo circling, trying to grab that ankle, get himself a takedown. He's now got the leg. Dresden Wegscheid, you talked about mat awareness right there. Just kind of circled himself off the mat, stayed away from a stall call, did a really nice job. We're rolling close to a minute here on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Again, at the end of this, we'll recap. Headlock coming.
Yeah, kind of the double overs attempt at a throw. And
again, it's that commitment. You know, it was kind of half shot with the hip. Nice job by Dresden Wegscheid not panicking. Ends up with the takedown, 12-4. 40 seconds remain here, period number 2. Major decision in hand now, but I don't think the scoring is over.
Yeah, Dres's key right now is just you're working for a ride out. Anything other than that is kind of bonus right now, but this is a situation where in that first period you kind of let him get up at this point. And here he goes.
10 seconds remaining, so plenty of time right now.
Count. 5.
4 in hand.
It's nice. Get a couple bonus there.
So we'll head in to the third period. 16-4 lead by Dresden Wegscheid, and again, the tale of 2 periods right there. The first one, he lets the reversal happen. The second one, he says no to the reversal and actually gains points. So we're going to have Thomas Eidsmo in the down position. Dresden Wegscheid covering him up. Is that the reverse claw ride kind of there? He had in early. Now he looks like he let that go.
Yeah, he's just kind of running that Iowa ride, and he's kind of running just that half has been kind of his bread and butter here, and then there it goes again.
Again, Coach Geiser looking for the clasp. That doesn't happen. Here goes Dres again gaining that back point, so it's either going to be a tech fall or a pin right here.
Yeah, and here's where, if you're Dresden, you got to slow down here. You got plenty of time, and then he does. Just sink yourself into there. Get out to a tee. You got 1:15 here. Just relax. A pin counts the same if it's with 10 seconds left or a minute left. So,
right, you don't want to do something to let Eidsmo out of this position, because then you're going to lose that extra point that you could get. Eidsmo's strong, though. That's tough, and he does break it just enough that we're going to see the tech fall. Dresden Wegscheid, your winner by a 19-4 score, putting 5 on the board for the Yellow Jackets. 10-7 is your score on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We're going to go into a 133-pound match. We'll wait just a second to make sure who's coming out. Looks like it's going to be Zane Wacker, so we'll throw that up on the board as we get going. 133-pound match is brought to you by McCall Construction and New Horizons Realty. Zane Wacker on the mat for the Yellow Jackets.
And Ian Jacobson on for the Prowlers here. 2 sophomores going at it.
Ian Jacobson, a good solid year, sophomore, 27-16 coming into today's matchup, 10-7 in favor of the Yellow Jackets, and I kind of felt like the Yellow Jackets, if they could keep it close in the lower weights, you're going to see some really good wrestlers coming up here. It's going to be a great end of the match, but I think the Yellow Jackets are feeling really good right now with the lead, kind of getting through that beginning part of the order, has given up a lot of bonus points. Not tonight.
Yeah, it's you talk about peak at the right time, and everybody looks like they're in good shape. Everybody's wrestling smart right now. It feels like, even for these young guys, and this is kudos to the coaching staff, they know their role, and they're out there playing a role, and they're doing it. And if you got that buy-in on a team, that's a team that you can go down to the state tournament with. So,
well, and the Yellow Jackets are battle tested. You can look at their record. They've had a really good schedule this year. This is what you're hoping for. You come in battle tested. That being said, a lot of matches to go. Thief River Falls, are going to bring some heavy hitters coming up here. And this might be one of them. And I think each match is going to be so important right now for the Yellow Jackets. You just can't overlook any of them.
Kind of working towards the edge here. Nice little kind of a pull by out of that Russian. Getting a good angle on him. is Zane Wacker.
Again, Leighton, be thinking about who you think might be the wrestler of the match from Steve Sanitation. Our matchups tonight brought to you by New Horizons Realty. Blood timeouts sponsored by Perham Health. We've had very few today, which has been great. Pin for the wins by Horace Mann Insurance and Investments. All of those things we'll talk about. Move of the match by Otter Tail Power in our post-match wrap-up and almost a pre-match as hopefully the Yellow Jackets are heading into the finals, but we got a lot of wrestling to go.
Beginning of the second period, I think Wacker was the one who took neutral here, so feeling confident off his feet. Into that dump position, really nice transition wrestling there by Zane Wacker.
Well, and Zane Wacker has had the flair for the ending, sudden victory wins, coming back. Just put a string of them together here in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Again, this would be huge for the Yellow Jackets. If he can do this again, you would really hear this crowd erupt, and it would be so fun for him. This battle's on, though. 0-0 tie, 1:10 remaining on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Both wrestlers, not a real true shot, and just as I say that, in on a single, fended well.
Yeah, kind of that high C there. Just ran out of real estate. Really nice high C. Tried to transition to that double and gets out of one there is Zane Wacker.
Over in our other semifinal match, Minnewaska 15, Dilworth Glennon Felton 14 at the 145-pound weight class. That's a barn burner. We figured going chalk through this 1, 2, 3, 4. We thought this was going to be the matchups that were going to give us some really good individual matchups and really good team matchups, and it has been true so far in both of these.
Have only seen one real committed shot here, which I want to say is in favor of Zane right now. He keeps kind of dictating the pace here.
Well, it's a little bit like both men trying not to make that mistake to give up the point instead of trying to get after it and make it go. And we're going to head into the third period, 0-0 on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. And you thought it was Wacker's choice, so I'm going to guess, I would guess down is going to be the position of choice for Jacobson. And it is. So obviously you're going to take that 1 point if you can get it. Tripod into a roll, gets that point right away on the escape. 1-0 in favor of Jacobson, and 1 point doesn't seem like a lot, but points have been tough to come by in this match as they've kind of defended each other off and nobody's really committed to a strong takedown yet. Again, we'd like to thank Aaron Anderson, among others, for all their work tonight getting this going. The coaching staff from the Yellow Jackets spent a lot of time. Tracy Haberman, Jason Groth for running all the controls for us. And we have a stall warning on green. That would be on Wacker. Was it the push out or was...
Yeah, I think he just kind of shot him off. I don't know if I love that, but I'm not the one down there reffing.
Well, and you hope that it doesn't come to stall points. But, again, you can control that by what you're doing here. So neither guy really under a minute here. In period number 3, neither one really looks. Wacker's going to have to pick up the pace here pretty soon and try something, or you're going to run out of time.
You got to commit to a shot here if you're Zane Wacker, especially right hitting that 30-second mark. Anything after 15, you're kind of going into desperation mode. So really, you got time right now. You got to set it up and feel a good shot. Right there, I'd love to see a re-attack from him.
Well, one thing I've noticed in my years of watching you guys and following teams all the way along, a desperation shot usually ends up in points for the opposing team because you have to shoot from distance or it becomes sort of a sloppy shot and then all of a sudden capitalized by your opponent. 10 seconds remaining. Like you said, Leighton, it's tough to go right now when you're under 15 seconds.
Yep.
And Jacobson has his stall call, yet it's no point there. He could run around the mat. It looks like he's just meeting head-on-head, circles around. It's going to be a 1-0 decision in favor of Ian Jacobson over Zane Wacker. And here we are heading into 139 pounds, all knotted up, 10-10 on our Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Our 139-pound match will be brought to you by Jack Chivers Realty and Hammers Construction. For the Yellow Jackets, you're going to see Peyton Trout, a freshman, come out on the mat, and he is a seasoned freshman, so a lot of matches for him, a lot of tough opponents, and he's going to take on a sophomore in Brian Berg, 28-14. Trout got the best of Berg early when they met. Sometimes that works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see what Trout comes, and here's double unders by Berg.
Yeah, if you're Trout, it seems like Berg's coming out hot. He's weathered the storm down. And again, you said they've seen each other before, wrestled each other before. Be able to pick each other apart. I guarantee it's going to be a different match this time.
One thing that Trout, as a freshman, he does just such a nice job of staying calm. He stays within his means. He does such a nice job. I'm impressed with Berg right now, though. His tempo, and you just watch how active his hands are. They're not sitting still at any moment. He's really fighting with them, trying to get Peyton Trout off balance.
Yeah, and Trout really just stalking right now. And yeah, like you said, Berg's got active hands. He's going, and Trout, it seems like game plan is just weather the storm, find your opening, and just keep moving forward.
Well, and you always wonder when you get into these situations how the gas tank with nerves and adrenaline, and you come out and you're on fire like Berg has been trying to really dictate the speed of this match. Does that gas tank run out at any time, or is this his MO? Can he go all three periods like this? Right now we're under 30 seconds, 0-0 tie. We're all knotted up on the scoreboard. It is exactly what we thought it was going to be, and gotta love the crowds here too. It's filling in. By finals time, this place is going to be packed. In our match to our left, it's 21-14 in favor of Minnewaska over Dilworth, Glen, and Felton. So all these four teams looking to try to get into the finals. Finals will start about 7 o'clock. We'll start a new stream. We'll be ready to roll as we get going through. We'll do that. Trout takes the down position, sneaks out, goes out, gets his escape. 1-0 Trout right now. But Berg's just on constant attack. He traps that single leg.
Nice little baseball bat. Should have never reached for the head there. Got to finish that shot if you're Berg. Trout just kind of got away with one there.
You wonder if he was looking at a standing cradle or something like that when you go around the head. But again, I'd rather seen him. You can tell me you know more. Elevate that thing. Get your takedown.
Well, it's just you got to finish that shot. If you're in that deep on a shot, especially in a match that's 1-0, you got to finish through that.
And you can tell there's a lot on the line because we've seen a lot of body to body here, underhooks. A lot of these wrestlers who have been more aggressive, it's tough that you get on the defensive, trying not to lose rather than trying to win. You got to be really battle tested, and it takes a lot on that mindset to stay on your offensive game.
Berg just trying to work that underhook. I think he might try to get that back to that high C again. that we saw in the first period. Trout with a long shot there.
Well, it was good to see. I haven't really seen many shots out of Trout right here. You worry about stalling as it's been a lot of action Berg, not much Trout right now.
Kind of going for that fireman's there. Almost shot all the way through it into almost a boot scoot. But nothing for Berg.
And that ends period number 2. We'll head into period number 3. Berg, no doubt, taken down. Man, if we're 1-1 in 30 seconds, buckle up because this could be fun at the end. Trout trying to put boots in here.
Yeah, bust him down flat. Trying to roll a wrist under.
Looks like he's got the cradle in and locked, and he's going to turn him over.
Thought there might have been a 2 count there, but they're saying nothing. Got to watch here. Yep, he's elevating that leg. Bottom knee's got to go into the side.
Boy, this is
Berg
a big
might be in
change.
trouble here.
Big change of events right here. Everybody on the Perham coaching staff kind of giving advice to Peyton Trout right here.
You want to slip that head. So actually Trout's right arm is posting up that shoulder. You almost want to slip the head, and his bottom right knee needs to go into the side.
Great job by Peyton Trout. 5-0 lead. Well, 5-1 after the escape. Look out here. Berg's been wild to start with. He's coming with fury right now. Good shot by Trout.
Head hands defense here if you're Trout, and he's done a great job of it. But here, this is great wrestling. Circling in, not getting shot off the mat for a young guy. Seemed like what you said earlier, seasoned vet right now, the way he's moving.
Well, every time you circle back in, you're buying yourself between 10 and 15 seconds almost. It just allows that much more time to get back to where they're at right now. And again, nice job by Trout, because even a takedown, you can give the takedown, just don't go to your back.
Yep. He's still circling. I love that. Circle, circle. And that's fine. You can take that with 6 seconds left. Great head-hands defense here to finish out the match.
You can take as many of those as you want. It's going to end up being 5-1 here unless they late stall. But nice win by Peyton Trout. 5-1 victor over Brian Berg. Good matchup. 3 more points for the Yellow Jackets on the team scoreboard. Heading into 145 pounds, our 145 pounds match is going to be brought to you by Perham Area Community Center and OK Tire. And we'll see, we've had some movement throughout. We will not now. We will be in our normal lineup as Sam Royko is going to come out. Sam Royko, also a freshman, so you can see the youth of the Yellow Jackets on display right here, as well as these youth have stood up to this battle right now. He'll be taking on Tristan Ruby, 26 and 15, a freshman. So a lot of youth in Section 8AA, which is going to lead to years and years of fun.
Royko, nice snap down there. Kind of shot sweep to the right, and then came back with a high crotch. Now he's just kind of stuck down, looking to crack down, but got to finish double here.
Ruby looking for that ankle pass as it's become a real part of wrestling that most of these wrestlers now do that, and it ends up in a stalemate. So great job getting a hold of that ankle, not letting go. Back to the center. Here we go. 1:08 remaining. Crazy how loud it can be, and right now we're in the calm before the storm, as we like to say, as nobody going to the mat to our left as they're talking about some issues of who has to send out first. And over here, both wrestlers now in a spot where they could score. 35 seconds remaining on the clock.
just get that leg hook there and find your three for Royko.
He did just that, so 3-0 lead for Royko. 20 seconds remain on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Thank you to New Horizons Realty for supporting today's matchups as we go along. Again, reminder, we'll have separate streams. There's another stream going with the other semifinal match. We'll combine teams, so to speak, up here on 549 Media Network. For the finals, it'll be myself along with Leighton, and Jesse Hine will sneak over here for the trio of announcers for Section 8AA finals, and I'm looking forward to that. I learn something every time those two guys get together and talk wrestling. So I didn't see what happened there, Leighton. Was it down and let up? There's no score up there, so or did they choose neutral?
It seems like choose.
I thought he was going down.
I thought he was going down too, but I think they ended up just
choosing neutral. So no points. Neutral was the choice. Well, I guess I have the scoring right in front of me. Neutral was the choice by Royko, so that changes up things. I don't know. It looked like Ruby was going to go down at some point, but we're still at 3-0. Minute 20 on the score clock. Ruby with a little shot, met by Royko.
Kind of in the same position where Royko scored earlier, and he's doing a good job. Broke his base, and there it is again.
So 6-0 lead, 1 minute on the clock here in the Hilltop Lumber.
Here, I'm looking for a Turk step or that inside cradle, which it looks like he's going for an inside cradle.
He's got those legs crossed for that Turk step. We saw one, Mr. Zach Peterson made a living on that. We knew it was coming. You just never knew when.
Death, taxes, and Zach Peterson's Turk step.
That's right. Nice job here by Royko, but even better job by Ruby not giving up any back points. 35 seconds remain on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Royko still working hard to try to get these back points. We got a 1 count. Now we're getting the count. Royko settling in. This could spell disaster for Ruby right now. Nice job of breaking out of there, though. Holy smokes. 4-point near fall, 10-0. Royko, 10 seconds on the clock. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on the 549 Media Network. It has been a great early afternoon, early evening. Hard to believe it's only 5:50. It feels like it should be later than that, but we've got a lot of great wrestling yet to come. Looking over at the scoreboard for our other finalists trying to come up, Minnewaska ahead 25-20 over DGF. They're at the 172-pound weight class. So again, both barn burners, 25-20 over there, 13-10 over here. Berg with the ride right now, down 10-0 to Sam Royko.
Yeah, Royko just build a base here, get an escape. As long as you're sealed up that major, I think that's a good place to be, but definitely want to hunt for more if you can.
Again, Berg looks like he's content to just break Royko down, not give up any more points. Royko's kind of been the beneficiary of being on their feet. Berg looks like he's heavy, kind of a parallel ride happening here. I think he's going to have to work out to his side eventually. As soon as he does, Royko gets up to his base. He's kind of got that reverse claw ride in, trying to break Royko down. We're just about to a minute on the clock, and we tick underneath at 58 seconds, working the edge of the mat. Again, Thief River Falls bench looking for stalling as head's been down, and again, Royko turns in there. Berg, I thought Berg was going to have a chance for back points, and I think we're going to get the reversal, and we do get just that by Royko.
And now here's do you cut him, or do you think you can go get back points?
I'm thinking we're going to see the ride out. He has had a chance to turn him a couple times. I don't think you want to get into something wild at this point. You have the win up. Here comes a cradle type. Bird breaks that. Under 10 seconds remain. So final score, Sam Royko over Tristan Ruby, 12-0. Major decision time. 4 more on the scoreboard for the Yellow Jackets, makes it 17-10. We're going to head into 152 pounds. Here's where we could see some moving depending on what happens, but there's going to be none. Carson Zeise is going to come out for the Yellow Jackets. Carson Zeise, a junior, has wrestled really well. Again, there's some key matches. You know the Yellow Jackets have Tegan Detloff coming up, number 2 in the state. It's just going to be a really good end, and I think we've got a little bit of talk about what's a stall, what's a not stall as we're talking to the officials. Right now, both of these young men are out there ready to wrestle. Carson Zeise will be out there for the Jackets. Is having a great second half of the season right now, and again on a big spot for the Yellow Jackets as it's 17-10. And again, the officials get this one rolling, and it looks like we're going to have Aiden Ebelbess, I believe. I'll get a pronunciation. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Glad you were here. 17 and 15, probably a little different after today. Carson Zeise, so junior going here. Both long armed, and it looks like both ready to hand fight. There goes Zeise in on a takedown.
A nice high C into that single there. Good takedown to set the tone. Just good movement, good hand fighting.
152-pound match brought to you by the Perham Chamber of Commerce and Central Market. I could go for a Central Market chicken dinner about now after being here. I don't know what made me think about that. I guess I must be hungrier than I thought. But again, escape happened right there, 3-1. Zeise right back in on that single. Pure power leads to that. Takedown 6-1, under a minute remaining here on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Yeah, Idlebest did a great job of getting up, but Zeise just immediate attack to put more light up that scoreboard. Nice crossface here, kind of working that butcher out front.
Zeise has been known to get into that bow and arrow series, so look for him to maybe do something on that nature if he gets the chance.
Kind of fishing for that cradle there too.
Under 20 seconds, 17.6 on the scoreboard. 17-10 lead by your Yellow Jackets. Zeise up 6-1. Things pointing the right direction for the Yellow Jackets, but we know how quickly that can change. Escape, 6-2, under 10 seconds.
And that is where we are going to end period 1.
Big pin over to our left is what you hear on the crowd mic. Zeise's going to be in the down position. I didn't see whose choice. Zeise deferred. Top was taken, and here's the cradle.
Zeise's got to post that arm out, that right arm. He's going with the crossface. Got to grab that and post it over the head. And Perham wants possibly a reset here, getting a little aggressive with that crossface.
Yeah, again, the hard cross-face cradler is tough. It's no fun taking one across the tip of your bridge of your nose. Again, heavy ride here. You can see Zize having a struggle getting his head off the mat, which leads to a stall. And as soon as that stall, it's amazing how that happens sometimes, Leighton. That stall call hits, bam, he's up to no avail right there. But again, kind of shrugging out those shoulders is Zize.
Got to go right away here. If you can hear me over the crowd.
Again, high flying action over to our left. DGF with the pin on the last one. Right back in on him.
Nice reversal there.
Back-to-back pin by the Rebels over to our left. They're going to be up to the 215-pound weight class. DGF up 32-25 right now on Minnewaska. If that holds true, we have a rematch of what was last year. So again, both teams looking to repeat themselves into the finals as we go. Zize here, nice work, under 10 seconds remaining now. Both off the mat will get a restart.
Looking for that farmer with Zize. Little farmer hold with the bar, but to no avail. Now you just need a clean ride out here if you're Carson Zize.
Yeah, again, you don't want to give up any points. We talked about bonus points. Points at the end of each period, also a big thing. We get a stand-up.
They're going to talk about it.
Technical violation, so clasp.
Must have been a clasp there.
Yeah, we now have 8-3, so no escape. So basically it ends up being the same. Got no clarification online here, so it just says technical, so I'm taking it's a clasp. Here goes Zize on a takedown, and now it looks like the takedown game is going to be in play. 11-4 is your score, looking for bonus points, or maybe more.
Zize got to dig out of that underhook. Just seems to want to sit in there.
Look out for the next snap down. He kind of left his leg out to dry there. If you can get a hold of that. Again, Zize with a little duck under there. Met. Back to the center we go. Good action by both wrestlers. Again, Zize not sitting at a major yet. 11-4 is your score with a minute 13 to go. And DGF's looking for back-to-back pins to seal this thing and head on over and get the rematch.
Heidelbest just kind of sitting in there waiting for him to get on his offense a little bit, get moving, but Zize seems to be the one who's directing all of it right now.
Well, he talked about being on your offensive game, and again, hasn't warranted that stall call yet, but you kind of wonder, as just hanging on to arms and kind of dragging that. Zize's just got to be careful not to let him slip down, grab that ankle and get the takedown, but Zize looks like he's moving really well right now.
If for Zize, you got really nothing to lose here, as long as you just don't go to your back. So I was expecting kind of get a flurry going here.
Zize looks like he's
slow to get
back. Again, a lot of pressure pulling on that arm drag. And again, you can see Zize really does want to get that extra bonus point for the team. Just not able to get it as we go 2-1-0. There's the end. Zize in some pain. Again, that could lead to a difference in the finals. But Zize with your 11-4 regular win adds 3 more to the scoreboard. Yellow Jackets now up 20-10 over the Thief River Falls Prowlers. We're going to head into 160. We'll try to check on Carson Zeise too, see where he'll be at if the finals come up. We're going to head into 160 pounds. Brody Wacker strolling onto the mat here. That's brought to you by Hilltop Lumber Lakes Community Cooperative. Brody Wacker coming on the mat for the Perham Yellow Jackets. He'll be taking on Elias Mata. Elias Mata's one tough individual, Leighton. For a ninth grader, he's rated in the state all year long. Jesse Hine and I had a chance to call a few matches last year, and he caught our eye as an eighth grader. 28, so right now he's got 30 wins, so 30-9 on the season, and early takedown by him, and he's looking for bonus points, and DGF's on a roll over there. That's 4 pins in a row. It's now 44-25. It's over there, so we're going to have, if the Yellow Jackets can pull this out, we'll have a repeat of last year with the Rebels and the Yellow Jackets, but this one's far from over here as Cradle being hooked up by Elias Mata. Brody Wacker does a nice job, looks away, and breaks that cradle as we go. Coach Geiser says, let's go for the takedown game here. We need some bonus points.
Yeah, 40 seconds left to go here in the first, so definitely plenty of time to go get another one. And I think you see the duel kind of unfolding, and Geiser says, hey, we're gonna need more right now.
Well, it's going to be interesting. You're going to see some movement, so it's going to be some trouble. No points awarded there, but you can see what Elias Mata can do. I'm not saying it can't happen, but you're probably not beating Tegan Detloff at 172 pounds. So you know this score is already bigger than 20-10. So you've got to get your bonus points here. You're probably going to have to pull maybe a rabbit out of the hat at 189, and it's going to be interesting to see what the Yellow Jackets do. Really good 285-pounder from Thief River. So there's some interesting matchups coming up to play, but Yellow Jackets with some heavy hitters when you have Tegan Detloff, Tristan Larson, Eli Royko. That's some back-to-back power right there. So again, I think Kenny Geiser's a little frustrated. Coach Kenny Geiser's a little frustrated. He's looking for some stall calls, not getting them right now, and that happens every now and again. So we have a blood timeout. We're going to step away here for a second. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Well, back in here live at the Hive, Perham Health blood timeout, all cleaned up. Elias Mata. Again, you just see his power and strength, and boy, this Thief River Falls coaching staff have to like having some of these freshmen at these upper weights. Man, you can see it stacking up for them coming up here, and the arm bar getting thrown in, kind of threading the needle right now.
Yeah, tough ride here by Mata. Wacker's kind of got his hands full right now, but just needs to keep knee sliding up. Tough to run a bar if you got a good base, and as long as he can keep his stomach off the mat, should be in good position to get up. But
Mata keeps trying, and again kicking ahead, and you can see a nice job there by Wacker getting himself to the edge of the mat and off, and you can see Mata fires up, telling you that he wants to get after this right now. I'm almost surprised we haven't seen optional start or letting him up and then getting after that takedown, but here we're going to get a big mat return.
Running that deep waist there. Really tough to get off bottom when you got that type of pressure in a deep waist.
Again, is Mata just trying to drag him over, Leighton? Well, now he's back to the armbar series again.
Yeah, he's kind of in like almost a hover right now. Just trying to see what Wacker will give him. But Wacker doing a great job on the defense here. Not giving him much to work with as the clock winds down.
Armbar in again, but we're going to crawl in under 5 seconds here. It's going to be a little too late, and then that slips out of there. So nice job by Brody Wacker. 3-1 is still your score. I know that this is a spot where Thief River Falls was looking for bonus points, and not to say it can't happen. 2 minutes, there's a lot that can happen. Mata takes the down position.
Yeah, if you're Mata, you're just thinking already, I'm 2 takedowns away. That's what has to be done. But if you're Wacker, I mean, you're still in this. 1 takedown, and we got a tie ball game. So keep wrestling smart, and a quick takedown by Mata there.
Well, and I think that's okay. I think Wacker felt it going, felt some uneasiness. He just bailed out of that. Give up the 3, not more. I'm surprised that you're not seeing Mata, as easy as that takedown was, get into that cut takedown game, but he is bound and determined to score back points here. Just as I say that.
And there's the cut. Yeah, Mata working that left underhook. Ooh, Wacker going for the big one here.
And now Mata's going to turn up the intensity a little bit here. 10-3 is your score. Again, I think you got to look at Wacker going off the edge of the mat here. You got to circle. You talked about that earlier, Leighton. Circling in buys you a little bit more time on that stall call.
Yeah, everything good happens on the edge of the mat right now for Wacker. No desperation needed. If you can steal one right here.
And again, double unders here. Wacker tries to throw the headlock. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped down Mata into that single leg or double leg series. He's been so good. 13-3, now 13-4. Coaching staff from Thief River is really imploring Mata to get after this right now. Try to get as much as you can. It is a major decision right now, but they I think, want tech or find a way to put him on his back. Nice job by Wacker. This would turn, boy, that would have turned a 3-point takedown there, would have eliminated that major decision. So again, nice job by Wacker just turning into him.
Circling here for 10 seconds. Kind of a half shot there by Wacker, and 13-4 seems like it's going to be the score here.
Thanks to Hilltop Lumber and Lakes Community Cooperative for that 13-4 win for Elias Mata in the major decision. 20-14 on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. 172 coming on up here. Again, no surprise for the Yellow Jackets, who's coming out at 172. It's been a couple years of Tegan Detloff, number 2 in most rankings at 172 pounds in AA. We're going to get Ruby out here, strong, I believe another. Yeah, Ian Ruby, and sophomore, I believe. Yes, 7-14 on the season. But you see what Tegan Detloff does. He starts out by doing Tegan Detloff things, and you see takedown after takedown. I have a feeling if he can lock up some bonus points quick here as he rolls into that cradle, he's going to try to do that. Nice job by Ian Ruby, breaking the hands. Looking for back points here is Tegan Detloff. He's got the back points now. He's looking for more, just getting physical. Nice job by Ian Ruby for sliding off, getting that reversal right now. I think, no reversal. Leighton's looking at me. It's been a day already. Just not giving up any more back points. Thinking ahead of myself. Ranked wrestler at 172 pounds now, bumping up to 189 for the Thief River Falls Prowlers. So again, the matchup that we'll be looking forward to. I'm not sure the Yellow Jackets have some flexibility there. If you'll see John Stake, if you'll see Tristan Larson, it's going to be interesting how this plays out. You know, both coaching staffs have this all calculated out. I'm not quite to that level yet, or even close to it. Again, 7-0 lead here, 25 seconds remain. Detloff looking for more.
Yeah, Tegan running that bar here, and it is tight. Might be a race against the clock.
And that clock says 10 seconds right now.
And it doesn't look like he's going to get it.
Back points 4.
10-0.
Little confusion on whose choice it is right now.
And Tegan takes top.
Nothing. Pressed by sophomore Ian Ruby, getting off of his back and then almost getting an escape at the very end there. Detloff in a heavy ride here, heavy on the shoulders, pulling that arm out from underneath.
Detloff now just taking his time here. Gonna run that bar into a half. And this is tight. Ruby with the shakes that one off. Detloff kind of resets.
I thought there was guaranteed points awarded there, but nothing. So still 10-0. Under a minute here. Period number 2. Back to his base, Ian Ruby.
Ruby just doing everything he can to fight this right now. Detloff's got to find something here.
Again, Ruby doing just enough, getting to his base, I would think, to ward off that stalling call. Under 20. It's got to be ultimately flexible to get out of some of the spots that he's been in.
We live to see another period here.
2-1, and we do. 10-0 yet on the scoreboard. And if you're Thief River Falls, you got to be excited about this right now. You just know that Tegan Detloff's just kind of biding time. You're waiting for that big move to happen.
We got blood on the mat here from Tegan, so he's going to go get cleaned up.
And while he does that, we'll step away ourselves and take this 30-second timeout.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Back live, optional start here by Ruby. We got a clasp, so it's going to be 11-1 and maybe a reversal. And the reversal, so 13-0, heading towards that tech fall, if not fall. Leighton, do you think it plays into either one of these teams? DGF been done for a while now, getting a little time to just sit back, watch. Does it matter one way or another? Maybe you want to roll right in if you're wrestling well.
Yeah, I think Perham's been wrestling really well, so it's honestly it's probably a horse apiece. Maybe DGF did need time to cool down the nerves. You kind of sometimes that doesn't help when you're sitting and you're thinking about the match ahead. You're going to wrestle for a trip to the state tournament, but also you do get that time for preparation, and there's that tech fall.
Yeah, tech fall, Tegan Detloff, 16-1 win at 172 pounds. Brought to you by Steve Sanitation, Horace Mann Insurance and Investment. Find my link to the scoreboard here again. So it's going to be the battle of the Larsons coming out here. Tristan Larson for Perham at 189 pounds. He's going to go up. Let me get this off the screen first.
He's going to be against Landon Larson, 31-3, a junior for Thief River.
Yeah, and 2 wins today, so I guess it is updating on there. So 33-4 for Landon Larson. I know he's rated in the top of the state, I believe 8. I could be wrong on that one. So excellent opportunity for Tristan Larson here to not only help the Yellow Jackets get to the finals, but also put a notch in his belt as he heads to the individual tournament next weekend. Yeah,
so Landon Larson looks like he's bumping up a weight class here.
He did wrestle earlier in the year against Tegan Detloff. Again, Larson, I can't go Larson here. Landon in on the takedown. Tristan showing you his strength, and Landon turns back in. Now Tristan has the upper hand, and he gets the 3-point takedown. Holy cats, that went back and forth.
Really nice flurry there by both wrestlers. Good job by Tristan. Just finish that through and get the takedown.
I know it's probably not announcer-like to go by first names, but when it's Larson versus Larson, we're not going to help you out much. So Landon Larson with the escape, 3-1, 25 seconds remain here on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Again, we had a blood timeout brought to you by Perham Health. We're getting really close to our post-game matchup, our post-meet matchup against... brought to you by KLN. Here's another one.
And Tristan with a really nice takedown there to the back with time expiring.
So 3-4. We're up to 10-1 lead here for Tristan Larson of Perham, and kind of caught House of Fire here. Maybe caught Landon Larson a little off guard here. And you probably know, Leighton, it's tough to bump up no matter where you're at. That, and especially this weight class from 72 to 89.
Yeah.
That's some serious weight you're giving up there. But again, I think a move that Thief River Falls had to make.
Yeah, 17 pounds is it's a lot. It makes a huge difference when you're out there. Even just hand fighting, getting some positions where you wouldn't even think it's going to be a big deal. It definitely does play a factor.
Again, nice job by Tristan Larson here.
Yeah, Tristan, I don't like him letting Landon, right? Yeah,
yes.
Landon. I'm all Larsoned out. It's I don't like him letting Landon get that underhook on his side. Tristan needs to just keep fighting out of that. Obviously, Landon wants to hit that either that high C or something out of his right side underhook. Tristan just needs to keep working out of that position and get to his offense.
And again, sometimes I think I would have to believe that you want to hold on to this 10-1 lead, but I think you got to be aggressive like Tristan started out, right in the car that got you here. So again, a nice single leg shot there by Landon Larson.
A quick takedown.
Crawling his way back in. This 189-pound match is brought to you by Persons Financial Protection and Esser's Plumbing and Heating.
Now, if you're Tristan, this is where you got to go. We got to get an escape here. And there he goes, right away with it.
Under 15 seconds remain right now. 11-4 is your score. Again, nice start to this first and second period by Tristan Larson. You couldn't write it up any better if you're Coach Dave Vetch and his staff. They bump up their rated wrestler. We all know Tristan could be right there, and he is, and more right now. So both wrestlers up right now, as it was Landon Larson's choice.
It digs right into that left side underhook again. Tristan's can't shoot that side. Got to work out of that. He's got to tuck that right arm underneath, and he might not even want to tie up with Landon Larson anymore. Get to a seatbelt here, and that's 3 for Landon Larson.
So 11-7, we're going neutral right now.
They'll make it 12.
Again, minute 34. We've seen a lot of scoring happen in a minute. And Landon Larson seems like he can get to the legs when he wants to. So leg defense for Tristan Larson might be the difference in a win or a loss right now for himself.
Yeah, it's tough to shoot through head and hands. And as long as those stay low, he's good.
Again, you saw that right there. He met with the hands, got into the double underhooks.
And now he's going for a little offense of his own. But this is a great position here if you're Tristan Larson. You got your butt to the inside of the mat. He's got his heels to the mat, to the outside of the mat. Just keep pushing, circling. We love to live on the edge right now.
You're in offensive position, correct, Leighton?
Yep.
And you're eating up time. It was the best case scenario right there.
Yep.
Again, 25-14 is your team score at 189 pounds. So this is pivotal. This is key.
Yeah, and then Landon Larson getting right into where he's comfortable with that underhook. Tristan's really got to fight off that right now. Probably see that get posted up and a shot to the outside.
Again, controlling wrist there was Larson's. Now we're looking for a big throw.
And a stall call there on Tristan. Not the end of the world.
13 seconds remain.
Just can't get another one. So if you're Tristan, head down, hands down, circle, circle, circle.
Again, they're urging him to throw it. He drops down. It's not going to be enough time. And Tristan Larson pulls off a huge victory for the Yellow Jackets, 12-8 over Landon Larson. Both wrestlers meet at the middle in great sportsmanship. Huge win for the Yellow Jackets right there by Tristan Larson.
Now there's a senior that's going to get it done.
28-14. Your score heading into 215 pounds. So
Chandler Perham, a junior, at 24-15 for the Prowlers.
Eli Royko looking to end this one quick. He's already got takedown back points. Now looking for the fall. Again, a lot of pressure on those shoulders to try to post up here.
And it looks like a DGF Perham, a rematch of Section 8AA is what we're going to get this evening.
We'll have a post-match wrap-up here brought to you by KLN real quickly. Then we're going to reset up. I'm sure they're going to set the mats up, probably be under the spotlight as we head into the finals. And you said it, Leighton, we're going to have the Rebels Yellow Jackets once again vying for this Section 8AA crown and a trip to the XL Energy Center. This 215-pound match is brought to you by Otter Tail Power and Hanson's Plumbing and Heating.
Slide off the mat. Still had a point of contact inside the circle, but as soon as you touch the hardwood, automatically out.
Yeah, headgear. We got a little headgear issue. They're going to step over, look at the headgear, try to get that figured out as coaching staff comes out. Headgear not easy to work on in the spur of the moment. So we'll step away as well. We'll be right back at the conclusion of the 215-pound match. Well, we're back live from the Hive. Section 8AA Wrestling, one semifinalist already punched their ticket to the finals, and the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels. We're waiting for the second one is actually probably is punched, but we've got a couple matches left here. We're at the 215-pound match. Eli Royko, junior for the Yellow Jackets. Chandler Preem, a junior, 24 and 15 for Thief River Falls. It's been all Eli Royko a lot so far. He has been in complete control, up 7-0, under 20 seconds left here in period number one.
Kind of working that Butcher series again. He's got that leg trapped, or that arm trapped between the legs.
Again, it looks like 4 held down was the time's going to expire here. It is 4, so 11-0 lead for Eli Royko. Eli Royko chooses top, so just kind of whips him right over the top.
Settled in for his...
There's 4, so that makes 15. Tech fall for Eli Royko over Chandler Preem. 33-14 heading into the 285-pound matchup.
We got a Joseph Brueggemann for the Prowlers at 28 and 12, a senior. Then a Lucius Harms, 11th grader, 17 and 13 for the Yellow Jackets.
Lucian Harms goes down early, 1-0, or in the first round, not early. In sudden victory, loses 1-0. There he goes for a throw. Brueggemann goes after him, almost gets a takedown, no damage done. 0-0 back to the center.
Just trying to get an angle here. Neither wrestler really putting in too much offense to this point.
Again, Leighton, you talked about setting up a rematch. Last year it was Perham and Dilworth Glendon Felton. 33-25. Yellow Jackets punch their ticket to the state. We'll kind of hopefully get to talk a little bit about that as we roll through our post-match show brought to you by KLN. It'll be quick as we're going to try to set up a stream. Again, it will be a new stream. You'll have to click on to watch the finals with us. I'll be joined alongside Leighton and Jesse Hine, and we'll have a 3-man crew bringing you the finals of Section 8 AA. Brueggemann kind of pushing his way right now. Under 15 seconds remain in period number 1. Both wrestlers seem kind of content to go into period number 2. Harms the junior, Brueggemann the senior. Not sure who had choice there. I'll check. Choice goes to Brueggemann. He chooses neutral. He shoots in. Lucian Harms does a nice job. Gets the takedown. Lets up Brueggemann for the escape. So creating offense off of Brueggemann's offense.
Yeah, just your standard take a shot, snap down, go behind. Quick score there for Harms. And you can kind of feel Brueggemann looking for a toss here, waiting for
baiting him to push in, and you called it. Nice job by Lucian Harms, though, Leighton, not to fall for that.
Yeah, it's kind of baiting for a large push in there. That's what Brueggemann's looking for, and trying to send him into the first row of bleachers. But Harms able to kind of sag back and get the takedown.
6-1 lead for Harms. 40 seconds remain. Period number 2. This one's sewn up for the Yellow Jackets. Will meet up with Dilworth, Glenenfelt, and the Rebels for the Section 8 AA finals. Crowd's growing. It's going to be fun as they, I would assume, go down to one mat. We'll be under the lights.
Punch your ticket to the Grand Casino.
Just what every young kid hopes for when they start wrestling at a young age. 17.5 seconds remain here. Brueggemann still in the down position, trailing Lucian Harms 6-2. 6-3 now. So again, that 3-point takedown, Leighton, we haven't talked a lot because now it's kind of becoming, but it's changed this wrestling a lot. You used to be able to rest on a 2-point takedown. If you could kind of play a little bit more defensive. I really like that it's pushed the offensive game here at the high school level.
Yeah, no, it's a good change that needed to be made. Just really, yeah, like you said, it brings out offense, and offense is what you're looking for, whether you're a spectator or a wrestler. The more offensive guys should typically be rewarded. So a really good move to make. Obviously starting at the college level and then transitioning down into high school.
Well, I think about college and I think about guys I used to take you guys boys to watch. Dylan Ness comes to mind of if he would have had the 3-point in his high-flying offense, you wonder what could have been for his career. Even though it was great, it might have even been better. Both of these guys seem pretty content right now. I think there's going to be one more big throw in this one, and it's either going to win it for one or the other. There's a stall on
Harms there.
Harms. So again, you don't want to get another one, then get taken down, and then you lose 7-6 in a match that you've really controlled.
Yeah, and here comes the over-unders again. Brueggemann kind of moving forward, trying to bait him into something here. Harms doing a good job of just kind of sagging back and not giving up anything.
Well, and he's trying to really trap that arm. No snap down, though, or anything like that. So Lucian Harm's doing a nice job not letting him get to those double unders at least.
We got 20 seconds here.
And he's got to go. It's now or never.
And Harm's just trying to fend something off. I think he's going to get dinged with another stall call here. But great job circling back in. Again, mat awareness there from the senior.
And there we go. The mat wasn't big enough for a while there. So 5.8 seconds. Probably time for one more shot. But if you're Lucian Harms, you can just back off the mat, take that stall call. And again, nice win by Lucian Harms. He gets the takedown. And time was out. And two back points. So great final flurry by Lucian Harms. Major decision. And we have a 37-14 score by the Yellow Jackets. I'm a little surprised. I thought it might be a little tighter than that. I was going Yellow Jackets all the way, but nice win by the Yellow Jackets. We're going to step away and we'll do our KLN postgame shortly. And Leighton, I'll quiz you on a few things as we go through that.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perham athletes with our Battle of the Beast sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perham seniors. Yellow Jackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
At KLN Family Brands, culture isn't just something we talk about, it's who we are. Since 1964, teamwork, innovation, and care have guided us in everything we do, from our facilities to the communities that we serve. We believe the world is better when we care for others. Here, you're not just part of a team, you're part of a family. KLN Family Brands. We challenge, we grow, we inspire.
KLN Family Brands.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Well, welcome back live to the Hive. Section finals have been tickets punched. Dilworth, Glen and Felton, Perham Yellow Jackets. Rematch of last year's finals where Perham wins, goes on to the XL Center. We'll see what happens next coming up. We're going to wrap this thing up on the KLN post-match recap. Wrestler of the match, brought to you by Steve Sanitation. I'm going to turn this one over to you, Leighton.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tristan Larson, 12-8 win over Landon Larson to seal the deal, punch their ticket to the finals. Landon Larson, a great wrestler in his own right, 31-3 coming into here today, and Tristan Larson taking him out and sending the Yellow Jackets to the finals. So Tristan Larson, my wrestler of the match.
And the move of the match, I'm going to go on our last match, Lucian Harms. Really, that last takedown sealed it. It wasn't, the victory was already in hand. Probably the best I've seen Lucian Harms wrestle this year against a really good customer. It was fun to watch him and his teammates. And again, you got to feel good if you're the Yellow Jackets moving on here. You just defeated a really good Thief River Falls Prowlers team. Hats off to them. You know that they're going to come guns a-blazing at the individual tournament held next weekend. But we're getting close. We'll be on a new stream. It's going to be Perham Yellow Jackets, DGF Rebels, mano-y-mano, center mat, trying to punch their ticket to the XL Center. For Leighton Rock, I'm Lance Rock. Thank you for joining us on 549 Media. We'll be back on shortly in the new stream.
You've been watching 549 Media. don't miss a moment, hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.